Welcome to this explainer. Okay, imagine for a second taking the blueprints of literally everything modern society needs to function and just making them available to everyone, completely for free. Well, today we're diving into something truly revolutionary. It's called Open Source Ecology, and they have an incredibly lofty mission. They're aiming to create a highly efficient open source economy driven entirely by open collaboration. Ultimately, it's all about shifting power right back to the individual and to local communities. So here is a wild question for you. Could you actually build civilization from scratch? I mean, it sounds like a sci-fi movie, or maybe a survival video game, right? But think about it. If you actually had the blueprints, the tools, and the know-how to personally build the future, would you do it? Throughout this explainer, we're going to shift our perspective away from just living passively within a system to actually realizing we have the power to construct it at a systems level. And Open Source Ecology have a very specific plan for exactly how to do this. It's called the Global Village Construction Set. Basically, it's this master collection of 50 open source industrial machines. We're talking tractors, 3D printers, brick presses, micro tractors, really the whole shebang required to sustain and build a modern society. And honestly, the best part is that because these designs are shared online for free, these machines can be manufactured for just a fraction of standard commercial costs. Just think about what that means for local communities that want to become completely self-reliant. Section 1. The Future Builders Academy. Building the future. Now, having the blueprints for a tractor or a 3D printer is awesome, but you kind of need the practical skills and the actual mindset to use them, right? That's exactly who this academy is targeting. It's positioned as this powerful alternative to traditional college or even a midlife correction for anyone wanting to pivot away from the standard corporate grind. It's designed to help you become a literal builder of the future. Fundamentally, it's about learning how to learn, how to think, and ultimately how to be a more capable, well-rounded human who can shape their own environment. To pull off that massive goal, they use something called interdisciplinary complex systems learning. Sounds intense, I know, but the curriculum is incredibly vast. Sure, it covers your standard literacy and numeracy, but it goes way deeper into oracy, which is the ability to express yourself fluently, along with emotional and even moral literacy. You see, you aren't just learning how to weld, you're learning how to collaborate. The whole philosophy is grounded in practical application. You practice by actually doing, and you solidify that knowledge by teaching it to others. It's an incredibly active, hands-on way to learn. If you're sitting there thinking about joining this movement to help build an economy of abundance, they actually offer two distinct paths depending on your time and dedication. You can dive into a highly focused 2-month integrated design trimester to get a really powerful crash course. Or if you are ready for an absolutely deep, life-changing dive, you can commit to a comprehensive 4-year fellowship. Either way, the structure is totally flexible enough to fit into different phases of your life. Section 2. Building the Seed Eco-Home. A real-world build. So, how does all this educational theory and mechanical design actually translate into the real world? Let's take a virtual tour of their ultimate real-world application, the Seed Eco-Home. This is a modular, 800-square-foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom starter home. But what makes it truly a game changer is the process itself. Students go through every single step of its creation, from pouring the concrete foundation all the way to the interior finish and the utilities. You aren't just buying a house, you are intimately learning exactly how a home breathes and functions. And to build this thing, you learn some incredible hands-on digital and physical skills. You learn how to manipulate technical files using entirely open source tools like Sweet Home 3D and FreeCAD, which lets you create your own new design iterations. From there, you move right into the physical realm. You learn optimized ways to install water, plumbing, electrical, and heat pumps. And crucially, you learn how to build these systems directly into modular wall units. It is quite literally a masterclass in modern, efficient, scalable construction. Which brings us to this frankly staggering efficiency metric, 90%. For the first time, Open Source Ecology is adding a thermal battery and geothermal cooling to this home's design. When you combine those innovations with 6 kilowatts of rooftop photovoltaics, this building is capable of meeting over 90% of its electrical needs using just the sun and the earth. It is an incredibly self-sufficient setup that dramatically reduces any reliance on centralized utility grids. Section 3. Build yours in 6 weeks. Actionable opportunities. Okay, if you're thinking, wow, this is a great concept, but how do I actually get one of these homes for myself? The journey kicks off right here with the Foundational Builder Crash Course. This is running from September 1st through the 14th in 2025. It's an intensive 2-week program designed to completely prepare the cohort for the extreme build that happens immediately after. It basically ensures everyone is totally on the same page regarding safety, tool usage, and modular construction techniques. And here is where it gets really exciting. Right after that crash course, from September 15th to October 31st, there is a totally unique one-time opportunity. 6 founding teams are going to get expert guidance to build their own expandable starter home over a 6-week period. And get this, participation in this founding cohort is completely free by application. It is an unbelievable chance to learn directly from the masters while actively building your own future. Now, you do still have to pay for the physical materials, but the cost is wildly accessible. We are talking about only $25,000 to $50,000 for a complete, highly efficient home. And to make it even more incredible, the finished modular home will literally be transported directly to the builder's own site on a 40-foot trailer. It's essentially a turnkey open-source housing solution delivered right to your plot of land. Section 4. Support and join OSE. Get involved today. Now, maybe you aren't quite ready to pack up your life and build a house this September, but you absolutely love the vision they're putting forward. Well, there are 3 clear paths for you to get involved right now, from wherever you happen to be. First, you can develop. You can help build the Global Village construction set on site at Factory E-Farm, or even remotely through design sprints and university pilot projects. Second, you can organize. An open source movement relies heavily on its community. So if you have organizational skills, they need help setting up local chapters, design teams, and lectures. And finally, you can simply support the mission financially. And if you do choose to support them financially, check out this number, because it should give you absolute confidence: 98%. Open Source Ecology prides itself on incredibly lean, agile development practices. An astonishing 98% of your donations go directly into project development. There's almost zero bureaucratic overhead dragging the mission down. So your support translates directly into tangible blueprints and real machines. Plus, fitting perfectly for an organization focused on alternative, decentralized futures, they happily accept forward-thinking support methods. You can donate Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies directly to help fund the tools they're building. It's just a really cool way to use decentralized finance to build decentralized physical infrastructure. Well, that brings us to the end of our explainer, and I want to leave you with this final, lingering thought. With the blueprints all laid out, the training readily available, and the tools right at our fingertips, what role will you forge on this planet? Will you remain a passive consumer of the world around you? Or will you take these open source tools and find your place in building a new economy of abundance? The choice and the knowledge to make it happen are now entirely up to you.